It is day 103. It's a pretty start. Little pond here to start day 103. Last day of July. And today, I don't know if I'll make it to Bear Mountain State Park, right before the Hudson River. But it's a little bit cooler, which is nice. Humidity's down a little bit. I wouldn't go as far to say that it's cool, but it's cooler. And there's supposed to be some thunderstorms this afternoon at 2 or 3 o'clock. But not quite as hot as yesterday, which will be nice. The bugs, however, are already out and trying to feast on me this morning. So we'll see how long I can go without putting on the bug net. I don't think it'll be long. It is a beautiful pond, though. I am just barely an hour into the day, and New York is sneaky tough. There's a term on trail called PUDs, pointless up and downs, which I think some people use to describe New York, but I think it really should be SUDs, straight up and downs. The hills, I don't know, you probably can't see them behind me, but they don't look like much when you get up on a view and you look back. But it seems like every one of them has like this intense section near the top that is straight up and then a lot of times straight down and really steep. And in fact, I can say I'm just an hour in. I don't know if you can tell. I'm completely soaked in sweat. Like I said, it's a little bit cooler than yesterday too. There's no sun out. It's cloudy. But New York is sneaky intense so far. I think I've had 3 of those very sort of intense climbs already so far this morning. I think I'll count them and see how many there are today total. The only good thing is they don't last too long, but very steep. There you can hear traffic down below, so that's, give you some idea, that's sort of straight. Camera's straight now. That's where I'm going, straight down. It's a great example of a New York down. Continuing straight down. That's from the other perspective. The previous video was pointing down to where I'm standing now. This one's pointing back up where I came from. Still got to go down there. These steep up and downs, I don't think are even the hardest part of New York. The hardest part is you've got some serious road crossings. This is Route 17, which I think is a 55-mile-an-hour road. People flying. And across on the other side. And then I think in a little bit I'm actually going to cross the Palisades Parkway without any, overpass or anything. It should be interesting. It's just essentially a divided freeway. I don't know. You have to probably be over 40 to remember the video game Frogger, where the frog has to dodge the traffic. That's what it feels like. So Not enough, you gotta navigate the ups and downs. You gotta make sure you dodge the cars. You see a blaze on the pole. Yes, you, Mr. Deer. Hello. How are you today? Good. Yes, bugs are terrible, I know. Good thing you have that tail. I don't have a tail. I can't run like that either. That is Island Pond. Through the trees there. It says no swimming, but sure looks like it would be a good spot for a dip. The trail goes this way. So this is a perfect time. It's been a couple weeks since The Biggest Loser. This is a perfect time for a weight loss quiz. So hard to tell. What do you think? It's probably been all slack packing since the last Biggest Loser. But it's a good time for a guess. I'll give you a chance to formulate. I think when I started, I was 216. And prior to this, I've been as low as, 197. I think last time I was maybe 203, something like that. But the reason it comes to mind is I'm just about to go through the lemon squeezer, which is a very narrow sort of portal through the rocks here that some people have to go sideways or take off their pack. And I've lost enough weight. Hopefully I won't have to go around the lemon squeezer. I'll be able to go through the lemon squeezer. So give me your best guess. So there's the lemon squeezer. Goes through these big boulders through that crack right there. I don't know if I'll be able to film going through it or not, but we'll see. So far, so good. Oh, here's the squeeze part. See if I've lost enough weight. Lemon squeezer has a lot of bugs, I know that. I think I'm good. That's where I came from. And I think I have to go up there. There you go. One more shot back down the lemon squeezer. Now it's boulder scramble time. You go that way or this way? All right, I haven't taken the easy way yet. I guess I'll go this way. Doesn't look too bad. Famous last words. So I managed to navigate the lemon squeezer without too much difficulty, and the little climb afterwards. That should give you some clue to the current state of my weight loss. When I weighed in this morning, I was at 195, which is a new low. I think the previous low was 197, and I started at 216, so down 21 pounds. And that, as I've said before, is despite all my efforts to eat as much as possible and as much junk food as possible and high calorie foods as possible. So it's a little bit scary, given I've got the hardest miles still ahead of me up through Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. So we'll see where I end up in another couple months. It should be interesting. Nice lake. Looks like the AT would have gone by it, but it didn't go anywhere near that lake. Came back from over that way somewhere. Definitely feels like storm is a brewing. No expert, but I would say the blueberries are almost ripe. This is Black Mountain, and I would say Black Mountain is covered in blueberry bushes. It's a shame it's not a little bit clearer out. That's the Hudson River, and according to the trail notes, from here on Black Mountain, this is the finest view you can get when it's clear out of, oh, I can just barely make it out, of Manhattan. Just barely make it out. Let's see if I can zoom in. Oh, it just disappeared again in the haze. Oh, there it is. Right there in the middle. Probably can't make it out in the picture, but I can see the skyscrapers of Manhattan just very faintly. And there's the Hudson River. Cool. And down there is the Palisades Parkway. You can see the cars going by. Oh, time for Frogger eastbound on the Palisades Parkway. Oh, Frogger. Oh. Frogger made it across the eastbound lanes. There's a heck of a place for a trail register in the median between east and westbound Palisades Parkway. All right, time for Frogger westbound. Oh, Frogger westbound. Frogger lives to hike another day. I wouldn't want to do it at rush hour. Views of the Hudson through the trees there. I think that's Bear Mountain there with that little structure on top, which I'm going to go over tomorrow, and then down there and cross the Hudson. I think it's called Bear Mountain Bridge across the Hudson there. You see the top of the bridge. And then in that direction tomorrow. But now I'm going to go 2 miles down that way. And that'll do it for day 103. What do you think? It's still day 103. There's the storm. I hear it rumbling, and I got a mile to go. I think I'm gonna beat it. We'll see.